Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So here it is, finally we have it, the first article looking at the glorious night. So I'm going to go through it. If you want to go and read this yourself, then the link is in the description of this video as always. Come back and listen to me just lose my mind over it if you want to, but it's finally here. I've been waiting so long for this. I was thinking that this was going to be coming in July with the whole second edition Age of Sigmar stuff coming, but I was proven wrong. I was gladly proven wrong, and now we have this absolute amazing piece just to read and me to just fanboy over. So let's jump in and let's meet the Dominus Class Knight. So the article starts off with, what happens when you cross a Baneblade with an Imperial Knight? It's getting good already. The answer is a Dominus class, a new category of knight, even bigger than their brethren, and twice as well armed. And I've got to say, like, the art is just completely amazing balls on this. One thing, I may be looking into this a bit too much, but does that look like a Keeper of Secrets on the ground there? Is that like a hint, like maybe Slanesh maybe coming? Is Valrak losing his absolute mind looking into this too much? I'm not too sure, but screw it. I'm just going to say that's a new Keeper of Secrets, and we're getting a new Keeper of Secrets model. Anyway, let's get back onto the knight stuff. He says, with the Codex Imperial Knights just around the corner, we want to take a peek under the hood of these new massive war machines, taking a look at their characteristics, their guns, and some of their nifty tricks you'll be able to try with them. These are the two knights now, and I've got to say, like, the models are bang on. I absolutely love the models for these. I know a lot of people have remarked, like, this joint seems a bit too open here, and people don't like that. But for me, I just love everything about it. It's just all the glorious Dakar. Yes, please. I absolutely love it. So it says the Dominus class chassis is one of the largest we've encountered in the Warhammer 40,000 so far, boasting a standard 2 heavy weapon mounts on the arms with 2 thin melter guns and 3 hard points on the carapace. To supplement their firepower, each Dominus class knight features 2 plasma cores, offering it even more power than its kin, but you're making for even more devastating detonations on a rare occasion. Your enemy brings one of these mighty war machines down. So that's quite funny. So these it's saying here technically that if you kill one of these, their explosions are going to be bigger, which is really awesome because they've got 2 plasma cores. So yeah, that's definitely something that's needed in the rules. I hope that's shown off in the rules when we go through it in a second. It says, in the new Imperial Knight Codex, we're taking a look at 2 of the most renowned patterns of the Dominus class knight, the Knight Castellan and the Knight Valiant. And as I just said, they're both just absolutely stunning pieces of equipment. I'm just so in love with everything in this night release. I'm completely over the moon. The next part is the arm, and it says both the short range Valiant and the walking fortress, which is the Castellan, have pretty a substantial set of characteristics. Sorry, I'm just losing my voice. I'm just so hyper. Even before you get into the guns, let's take a look. So here we go. These are the stats. Now I've been PM rumors of these before, and I'm just trying to think what the rumors were now, but movement, weapon skill, and ballistic are all depending on what wounds you get. So let's just start with the strength 8, toughness 8, wounds 28, so lots of wounds. Attacks 4, leadership is 9, save is +3. So if you've got a full wound, well, I say full wounds, 15 to 28, your movement is 10. If you've got 8 to 14, the movement is 7. And if you've got 1 to 7, the movement is 4. 15 to 28 wounds, weapon skill is 4. Then it drops down to 5. Then 6. Ballistic skill is 3, 4, and 5. So pretty decent. It's just like, you know, some of the primary stuff which I've been playing with. You know, the more damage it gets, the less effective it is. I think really everything in 40k should work off these characteristics. There's some stuff which doesn't. I think the more damage it obviously takes, the less it's going to work. You have it for some vehicles, you don't have it for other vehicles. I wish that applied to every vehicle in the range, but I can understand if they want to balance it out with certain vehicles, so I'm not too upset about that. It says toughness 8 means both these knights are nigh invulnerable to small arms fire. I agree. While only the most powerful anti-armor weapons like las cannons will be able to breach their armor, their 28 wounds, it says, meanwhile puts them amongst the most durable units in the entire game. It's going to take a very serious amount of firepower to take either of these knights out. Is there anything in the tabletop now which has more than 28 wounds on it? I'm trying to think. Does a Baneblade have a bit more, or something like a super heavy tank like that? I think my Astraeus has 24 wounds, so it's got more wounds than my Astraeus tank straight off the bat. I don't know. If you think of something, put it below in the comments, and I'd love to find that out. Now on to the juicy material, which is the weapons. It says the Imperial Knights are defined by their weapons, and each of the guns on the Knight Castellan and the Knight Valiant would be at home as a primary armagant and some deadly Baneblade variant. I agree. So naturally, they carry 2 of each, of course, but both these knights fulfill a range of roles on the battlefield. But broadly speaking, the Knight Castellan excels at tackling other Titanic units, tanks, and heavy infantry, while the Knight Valiant makes a mess of monsters and massed infantry. I'm personally going to get one of each. That's just me. That's just Valrak losing his mind. I'm going to get one of each, and if they perform good on the tabletop, then I'm probably going to buy more of them, because why not? Why have one knight when you can have 4 knights? That is the true question. So let's start off with the Plasma Decimator. So if we click on this here, it says the Plasma Decimator. When attacking with this weapon, choose one of the profiles below. Oh, so you can do standard and you can do supercharged. The range is 48 inches. So let's just do the standard one first. So 48 inches, heavy, 2d6, strength 7, AP -3. Thank you very much. Damage 1. And if you supercharge, it's same range, heavy 2d6, strength is 8, AP is -3, and the damage is 2. But of course, if you supercharge, it says for each hit roll of 1, the bearer suffers 1 mortal wound after all the weapon shots have been resolved. So you have to be very, very careful when you do your supercharging. When I do it with my Primaris, I make sure, I think it's a captain that I have next to him, so they can re-roll those ones, or have Gilliman around if you're doing Ultramarines. Probably Gilliman's the best for that. But yes, it's got to be... I wonder if they're going to have like any traits or anything where you can reroll ones if you have, I don't know, something around you or something. That's going to be interesting if we're going to have anything in this article. Let's just go down to the Volcano Lance, because this was something of a talking point. It says the Volcano Lance, range 80 inches, glorious. So I'm basically hitting anything on the battlefield. Heavy D6, love it. Strength 14, excuse me, did you like that? Not anymore, it's just a crater. AP -5, damage 3d3. The Emperor of Mankind, I love it. You can reroll failed wound rolls when targeting Titanic units with this weapon. I think the Volcano Lance is my new BFF. I think we're going to enjoy long walks out on the beach and just talk about how to purge things, because I absolutely love the sound of that Volcano Lance. And I think if I just scroll up here, I think this is it here. And it just looks absolutely amazing. Right, the next one is the Conflagration Cannon. Wow, I actually pronounced that right. So the range, oh well, I hope I did. The range is 18 inches and the type is heavy, 3d6, strength 7, AP -2, damage 2. This weapon automatically hits its target. Again, decent. That is a very close range though, so it looks like that's going to be, you know, if you're really in the thick of it, let's say, and you know, you're up close and personal. Thunder Coil Harpoon. Now this is an interesting one. So the Thunder Coil Harpoon, 12 inches, type heavy one, strength 16, hello, AP -6, damage 10. Wow, what are you hunting? Techno Moby Dick? That sounds ridiculous. You can reroll fail hit rolls when targeting vehicles or monsters units with this weapon. In addition, if this weapon inflicts any damage, the target unit suffers an additional D3 mortal wounds. Wow. So the 12-inch is obviously the thing in that you have to be really close to your target, but that is doing a hell of a lot of damage. That is doing some absolutely ridiculous damage. Siegebreaker cannons, twin link Siegebreaker cannon, range 48 inches, heavy 2d3 dice, strength 7, AP -1, damage D3, and it's got no abilities there at all. Nice, simple, just a bit of daka. Siegebreaker missiles. Now these are the things I really want to read about. So these are the big missiles that are on top of them and stuff. So the range is 48 inches, heavy 1, strength 10, AP -4, damage is D6. So if you can get some of those 6 rolls off, then you are doing a lot of damage. Each shield breaking missile can only be fired once per battle, and the model can only fire one each turn. Invulnerable saving throws cannot be made against wounds caused by this weapon. So that is, yes, that is very, very nice. Me as a Custodian player, I love my invul save, so if I go against some of these, then they can potentially do me a lot of damage. Luckily for me, these are going to be allied with my Custodes, so if you bring the Dakar, I'm bringing more Dakar, so take that in your face. And just to finish it off, we have some stratagems. We have a Oathbreaker guidance system. It says Imperial Knight stratagem. The noble houses claim that the machine spirit of their shield-breaking missiles can scent dishonor, hunting out those who would hide behind their thralls and explosively punish them for their cowardice. I absolutely love how these are written. It's amazing. Use this stratagem before choosing a target for a shield-breaking missile in your shooting phase. That shield-breaking missile can target a unit that is not visible to its bearer and can target a character even if it's not the closest unit. Holy Emperor! So you can just launch it at a character. You can actually hit a character with it. Wow, that's incredible. That is really, that's like a HQ killer potentially if you can get the the damage off. Wow, that is really, really good. I love that. I absolutely right. I think the shield breaking missiles and the the volcano lance can both be my BFFs from now on, and we can enjoy long purging walks on the beach. We've got some more down here. It says the Ion Aegis. It says, of course, all this firepower is all well and good in your Imperial armor, but what about the defenses? Well, we've got good news for you. As well as being nigh unkillable itself, both Knight Castellan and Valiant can shield your Imperium units with a hefty 5+ invulnerable save. Thank you very much. I do like my invulnerable saves when it comes to units. So it says Iron Aegis, Imperial Knight Stratagem, redirecting the power from its secondary plasma core. The Dominus class Knight projects an iron shield over nearby allies, so you can actually project it on stuff. Wow, that is cool. So basically, if you get two of these together, and if you've got the command points, you can just like keep shielding each other, which is pretty cool. Use this stratagem at the start of your opponent's movement phase. Choose a Dominus class unit from your armor. That unit cannot move until the end of its next turn for any reason, but at the start of your next turn, friendly Imperial units have a 5+ invulnerable save against ranged weapons whilst they wally within 6 inches of that unit. So that's pretty decent. I actually really like that. So you can like throw a little shield on them. And maybe it's like it's on its last legs, and you just put that shield on there just for an extra bit of protection. Of course, you still have to get that 5+ invulnerable save, but it's better than nothing at the end of the day, isn't it? And we're getting to the end of the article. Absolutely sad times. I want more. Please, G-dubs, give me more knights. Which to choose? Which Dominus class knight will you pick? The Imperial armor covers down to your personal preference. Well, I'm getting them all. Yeah, so I'm getting at least one of each, so I shall buy everything. Pick a Dominus class knight that complements your forces. If you play a static gun line, for example, the Knight Valiant is a perfect spearhead for your forces, advancing ahead of you while you hold back of the board. By the same token, if you play an assault-based army, consider having a Knight Castellan to take point on your home and objective supporting at range. If you're a pure Imperial Knight player, both Dominus class knights have a strong niche in your force rather than picking one to suit your army. So at the end of the day, it's saying, yeah, take whatever's really, really down to you. For me, I'm getting them all. I want them all. They're all mine. That's basically my motto at the end of the day. I'm completely blown away. I'm just scrolling back now to see if I've missed anything. I haven't. That piece of art is... I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, again, keep her secrets, and maybe it's just me just losing my mind. Right, that is me done. I hope you've enjoyed the video. This is just my brief just going through all my thoughts and feedback. Go and check the article out for yourself. Link is in the description of the video. Please go and check it out. Give it a read. These chaps do an amazing job writing all this stuff up, giving us a little insight into it. The Knight Codex is coming, brothers. Prepare to fire everything. I can't wait. I need it. I need this in my life now. I don't think I've been this hyped since the Custody stuff. I really, really just want it all on my desk so I can just look at it and go, all is good. 'Tis good, brother. 'Tis good. Right, I'm done. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall see you all very, very soon. See you now, and bye-bye.